Did you guys give up already? Did you give up already? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You already know it's Zay. I'm gonna be talking to you guys today about some issues that I need to address. So if you want to hear about that, or even if you don't want to hear about it, since you're here, you might as well just subscribe. Did you subscribe yet? Alright, so we can continue with the video. So, you know, it's 2020, so we got through January. You know, there was a lot of positive posts. Everyone's posting, I want to level up, I want to be positive, I want to cut off anything toxic. That word is used way too often, but you know what, that's not even what we're addressing today. Family, friends, it doesn't matter, boyfriend, girlfriend, anyone who's not serving you, you know, cut it off. What about y'all's mentality? Like, what happened to, it looks like some of y'all not even trying. I thought we were bettering ourselves this year. Some of the things I'm seeing that will not be left in 2019 that people are bringing, like, in my, I don't want to see that. That's why I unfollow, I block. I've been following more positive, uplifting people on Instagram, unfollowing certain accounts, things like that. But obviously Twitter, I love Twitter. It's so interesting to see what everyone's mindset is. It's fine for people to have different opinions than you. The way certain people think, ew, like, it's so damaging. It's so damaging to like our community, and by our community, obviously I mean black people. While we're talking about Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Alright, so the first thing, I thought we weren't doing this anymore. I thought we weren't doing the whole pick me mentality. I thought we were done with that, but clearly not. Why are we as women going on Twitter or going on social media and trying to use the dumbest, pettiest things to say that we're better than another woman? You wear panties to bed, and that's something to say, like, I'm a better woman, I wear panties to bed. Like, you bitches who don't wear panties to bed, ew, like, stay away. Like, the whole pick me thing needs to die. I'm tired of it. It was happening all last year. Like, the next person just needs to get blam. Like, they just need to get slapped in the face, because honestly it's really annoying. Like, it's really annoying. Like, for what though? Like, I know some people need what's that word? I know some people need approval from men, but like, honestly, it needs to die. Like, kill it. Like, ew, kill it.
And I will rule the world! All hail!
Like, just kill it. Just kill it. Alright. In order to have positivity in your life, you need to give positivity in your life. So you can't go out there and be a devil and go stomp on everyone else's parade and then feel like, say, you deserve something from the universe. You don't deserve shit, because you're just not a good person. You can be cute, but you're not a good person. Like, ew. All I'm gonna say is ew, because if I go any deeper into this, it's just like, ugh. I don't want to breathe that in my life. While we're on the whole negativity topic, so let me be very specific. Let me give a specific example. But there's this picture. Let me try to find the screenshot so I can actually look at and read it directly from the post. There is a post on Twitter. This black girl, she's dark skinned, you know, she doesn't have weave-in, or she has weave-in, but it's not like, you know, it's not long, and it's not, you know, it's not exquisite, you know, it's not bougie. It's, you know, it goes up until, like, it's a little short. She has acne, and, you know, that's okay. Like, it's not that serious. Her caption is, "Why would he switch out a dime for a penny?" Everyone thought it was appropriate to go and comment, "Did you not realize you were the penny? You're the penny." Shake my head, is she joking? Da 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 da. Like, what happened? What happened? Did you guys give up already? Did you guys give up already? That to me is just like, you gave up. Like, you threw in the towel, because we're talking about positivity, right? Karma is a bitch, and it comes right back around. So all the people making this poor girl feel, like said she shouldn't feel comfortable with posting her face on the internet. Like, come on, like, that's just, like, that's disgusting. That's just, like, ugh, that's disgusting. Like, it needs to stop. And then I got to debate with this woman on Twitter. I can appreciate a good joke, you know? Things can be funny. Sometimes it's just like, shit, I shouldn't laugh, like, you know? But certain things are just out of pocket. Like, that whole situation I just explained, like, that's out of pocket. Like, she just posted, the nigga didn't even know her. And then women are backing him up. He's not even all that. He doesn't have a single post on his account with his face showing. It just pisses me off when women just let men do these things, and then when it happens to you, you expect girl power and feminism, right? But only for you, right? Because you think that you're better than the next girl. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna move off this topic of, because it's all the same theme: negativity, hatred, and black women being ignorant. That's the bottom of my post. I don't care about no other women being ignorant. Obviously, yeah, white women could be ignorant, Hispanic, everyone could be ignorant, but it just, for me, it's just really disgusting when black women are ignorant, because it's just like, you're gonna go have a kid and you're gonna go raise another black ignorant girl that I'm gonna have to argue with. Another thing that we need to stop doing in 2020, can we stop acting like having high standards is like gold digging, or it's wrong for someone to have a certain standard in life? Like, if a woman wants to marry a man with money, that's her being smart. That's not her being a gold digger. In my opinion, men should be, if you guys want the same men who want their women in the kitchen, not saying I'm gonna be a woman in the kitchen, but you want your woman to cook for you and whatnot. I'm talking about people's mindset. I'm not talking about mine. You want your woman to be in the kitchen, right? You want her to cook for you, you want her to clean for you, you want her to take care of the kids. But you don't want to handle all the financial duties, right? Okay. So we're just going to go back to half of what was done in the past, because you guys, your excuse is always that, like, that's how it was done in the past, right? So it's gold digging when a woman wants money, but you want her in the kitchen. Okay.
Come on, let's go outside. Go outside for what? We're gonna fight.
Sounds like bullshit. This is another one with women bringing down other women, because there's black women under posts saying like, oh, like, how are you gonna ask a man to have money and da 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 da. We're the only women who see a nigga like just like, you see the struggle smiling at you, and you're smiling right back at the struggle. Don't call people dumb for wanting what they want and wanting to set up themselves in life. Yes, it's fine to be with a man and, you know, help him. But it's just like, are you really putting your best interest at heart? Because it's like, hello. You have a future. Your future doesn't revolve around the hurt ego of some of these men. Can we stop the all men cheat mentality? Because all men don't cheat. And that expectation, the way that people say all men cheat and they use it to let people do whatever they want. Oh, like, I let him F with his ex because all men cheat. That mentality is really disgusting. You're putting yourself, like, the bar is really on the floor, and you guys let it be on the floor, and you let these men get away with everything. Just everything. They just keep giving you bun because all men cheat. No, because that's the men. That's what you're telling the men you're talking to. So they just feel like, okay, I'm gonna cheat on her. I can cheat on her. She thinks all men cheat anyways. Why would I be loyal if she's gonna let me cheat on her? Cut it out. I don't cut it out. Cut it out. Let this conversation with you guys again. Oh, this one. Okay. Can we cut out like claiming people's death and trying to, it's really weird. I don't even know how to explain it. Trying to like police people's deaths. Like, y'all weren't even watching basketball. How could you mourn Kobe? How could you mourn Kobe? You don't even know how many times he rolled his ankle in the 3rd game of his season. know how many hairs he had on his left knuckle, on his pinky finger. How can you mourn him? Like, cut it out. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird. And I'm not just talking about Kobe, rest in peace to him. I'm not just talking about him. I'm just talking about in general. Like, whenever somebody passes away, there's just this weirdo ego thing that people do where they're like, you're not allowed to give your condolences. Rest in peace means rest in peace. It doesn't mean I loved you. It doesn't mean you were my best friend. It doesn't mean I can't go on without you. It just means rest in peace. Like, RIP means rest in peace. Like, it just means rest. Like, that's what the R is for. I, like in, and then the P means peace. Like, it doesn't mean anything other than that. Rest in peace. You're giving someone a blessing, a condolence. And the fact that people think, like, it's just weird. It's just a weirdo mentality. It needs to stop. Being negative. You're putting this negative energy on, like, someone's death, and you didn't even know them either. Like, you didn't even know them either. So it's just like, and for me, like, I don't even care about the whole know them part. Even if it's not a celebrity and I don't know them and I feel like their death was sad and the way they went out and the way that someone took their life or the tragic accident or whatever happened was sad, I will give my condolences. Someone gonna fight me? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I remember when the whole Sandy Hook shooting happened, where all those children were shot and killed, I felt like I was so devastated. Like, my heart, it just hurt for them, like, you know. And it's just like, people try to, or a certain someone who I got into a debate with or argument with, try to say they're like, you didn't know them, they're in a different city, like they're in a different country, like cut it out, like you're just being extra, da da da. But like, my heart, like, it's something I could not stop thinking about, you know. So it's just like, how could people like just be like that? Is it hate? Cut it out. I thought we were bettering ourselves this year. That's the theme of this video. I thought we were bettering ourselves this year, because the certain mentalities and the certain things that my people or black people like to focus on, like there's bigger and better and more important things in the world than policing someone's death that you did not know either, or then taking time out of your day to go tell a girl under her post that she's not as cute as she thinks she is. Like, cut it out. Like, it's so ugly. It's disgusting. Like, we are being oppressed and y'all worried about the wrong things.
Y'all make me sick.
Like, I'm tired of this shit. Another thing, the whole everyone's doing that mentality. Everyone's doing that. She's doing YouTube. Everyone's doing that. She's selling lashes. Oh my god, everyone's doing that. Ew, everyone's doing that. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, nothing? Okay. So I don't want to hear the everyone's doing that thing, because honestly, how can you knock someone's hustle? Do you eat the same chips every day, every time you eat chips? Are they the same chips? Have you had 2 different types of chocolates before in your life? Do you wear one shirt from one store every day? Even if you had high school uniform, were all your uniform the same? No. So why is it that people having different, or multiple people doing the same thing, or multiple people doing the same type of thing with their own little jazz to it, however they do it, is bothersome to you? Cut it out. Like, that whole mentality needs to dead off. There's different strokes for different folks. I might go to that girl in Mississauga who does nails because I like the way she has color variety, whereas sometimes I might go to the nail shop on Markham and Lawrence because I like the way the lady shapes my nails. Or sometimes I might go downtown because I like the extras in the designs, or I like the comfort of the salon. Everyone has a different thing for them and a different thing that draws in their customers. So why are we bringing people down for their hustle? And another thing, to go back to the Kobe thing, like, you didn't have to be a person who watches basketball. Like, for example, Kevin Durant has his influence could be through watching basketball, could be through his shoes, could be through his quote where he said, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work harder, or something like that. Like that, certain quotes like that are just like things that people carry on through life, and it influences them. It may be what they have in the back of their head while they're playing that basketball game, or while they're just going through everyday life. Like, you don't have to relate to someone in the same way that another person relates to them to mourn them, or to feel like they influenced you, or to feel like they had some part in your life. Like, just cut it out, because everyone gets inspired in different ways. So to say that someone, oh, you didn't watch basketball, so how dare you say rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and his daughter, rest in peace to them, how dare you say that? Like, I don't have to watch basketball. Maybe it was something else that influenced me. But anyways, that's a weirdo mentality. It needs to cut off. I thought we were bettering ourselves this year. That needs to go. Exponentially, it needs to go. Okay? And then the final thing, another thing on Twitter. Twitter's the hell. Twitter is the heaven and the hell of social media. I love it so much, but honestly, I like the way I have to, hold on, I can't do it. The way I have to, these people, like the way I've been fighting my whole life, these people, because the way some people think is just, like, it just needs to go. It needs to, like, kill it immediately. Kill it. How do I even describe this debate? This is a Toronto debate. The whole glorifying the hood mentality. Okay. The way I see it is just like, yes, if that's where you grew up a certain hood, and you know you're growing up, all your friends are from that hood. Everyone you ever knew is, well, not everyone you ever grew up with is from that hood. You know, that's fine. But the whole, like, metro housing is the best place to be mentality, it just needs to stop. It's dead. Like, we need better for ourselves. Do you guys not know that the projects were created by white people to keep us here? Like, did you just think that this was a fucking playground? Like, please cut it out. And especially, it scares me, the grown people. Like, I know teenagers have this thing where it's just like, oh, rep the set. Okay, that's great for you. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm happy for you that you're happy that you're repping the set. But at some point, you need to move on in life and realize that you need better for yourself, because you're not gonna stay there your whole life. And if you do stay there your whole life, you failed. You failed. You had kids, and you grew them in the same place that you grew up, and the place you grew up was damaging to your own mentality. So you failed. You failed your kids. You failed your ancestors who fought. You failed. Like, you just failed. And I'm not, like, one to shame. It's like, it's not like, oh, like, ill, you're living in the hood, ill, like, no. You need to see better to do better, right? I just feel like people under this post were saying, like, it's better to live in metro housing, basically. And I do get what people were saying, where they were saying, like, I had the best childhood, like, trust me too. Making fires, playing manhunt up and down the staircase, like, making trouble in the Nikki 9 door, everything. Like, you know, it's fun. It's a great time. Like, it's fine. But I just feel like we're not gonna sit here and glorify it or act like this was what was destined for you and this is what's destined for your children. Like, no, we're talking, everyone wants to be grown, right? We're gonna talk about, oh, this is the decade where I have kids, and this is the decade where da-da-da-da. You think about your future, where you say, I went through this, so my kids will never go through that. This is that decade. So can we just stop? Can we just stop? Like, can we just stop? Like, can we just stop? Like, black people, I just feel like we are our biggest downfall sometimes. And of course, yeah, we're oppressed. All of that. But at the end of the day, internally, we are just so damaging to each other, our mindset. And of course, I feel like one thing causes the other, but another thing causes the first thing, kind of. I feel like they cause each other. Like, obviously, we're a victim of circumstance, but you can't say, and this is another point I kind of want to make for 2020, you cannot use your situation to, like, authorize your behavior. So it's just like, people who grew up a certain way, like let's say you had terrible parents or something, like you can, obviously it's hard, you have to fight your circumstance, but at the same time there's two paths you could take. You could use this to better yourself, or you can sit there and pity yourself and say, well, this is life for me. That's it. I grew up with terrible parents, so now I'm gonna be a terrible parent. Like, no, you can definitely make things happen for yourself, and obviously the odds are worse than someone who grew up with proper parents, or you know, but I feel like there's always two sides to things, and you could always choose to go with route A or route B. And you know what, it may take time, but you can always find a way to, you know, inspire yourself to be better than what you've seen. And you don't, I feel like you don't always have to have the best examples in front of you to become the best person. You can look at the bad examples and say, that's what I don't want to be like, you know. So I feel like 2020, we're gonna try again in February. Yeah, we're gonna try again, because the behavior the mentality bullshit that I seen this January, it needs to go. It needs to go. It needs to go. It's not cute. It's not cute. Thanks for watching. That's me. That's the video. Yep, that's it. That's the video. I just had to get this stuff off my chest, because I just feel like why are we kidding ourselves? Like, let's not kid ourselves. If we're gonna say we're gonna do better, we need to do better and recognize it as what it is. It's toxic. Yes, certain people will probably say, okay, it's not that serious, but it is that serious, because it just is. Like, when we look bad, it is that serious, because it adds to what people have to say about us. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope that you subscribed. I hope that you liked. I hope that you share. I hope that if you have anything to say, you say it down below. You can definitely argue with me. I'm not a bitch. I know I sound like a bitch, but I'm not a bitch. I'm definitely able to have conversations.